perfectly. So while we were working on Beauty and the Beast and all these things, none of us could escape noticing that the productions, which were very successful, they were doing great in the theaters. Inevitably, that means they begin to get bigger and more complex, and people are, lavishing more detail in them. But I also noticed that the more lavish and expensive they got, the more I think people were stressing out over how the film would perform. So there was a lot of oversight on all these things. And I would pitch to Tom Schumacher the idea, like, maybe we could go back to like a Beauty and the Beast scale budget, and we would buy our story freedom by having a lower budget, which he very much liked that idea. So that was another thing that was happening with Lilo and Stitch. I was introduced to the Florida studio during the Lion King production. About 1/3 of Lion King was made in the Florida facility, and a lot of people actually don't know that. So I was so impressed with everybody, Rick Sluter, the art director there, and all the painters. They were so, they were young. The whole studio was really young. I really got the feeling that the Florida studio was a lot like Disney studios probably felt back in the 1930s. It was young artists that were wanting to prove themselves.